Hey, Facebook Live. It's your girl, Dr. V. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hold on, I'm getting ready to share. All right. Y'all come on in. I know I've been a little quiet, a little silent lately. Come on in, come on in. Come on in. Let me know who's here. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. There is a word today. Y'all come on in. God is doing some stuff, you guys, and I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. Come on in. Let me know who's here, where you're tuning in from. So I've been quiet. I haven't been live for the past few days. I've been quiet. And when I'm quiet, there's always a reason that I'm quiet. And a lot of times, we don't always understand why we are where we are. It's as though you are in a wilderness and you're like trying to figure your way out, your way around, right? And that's part of the reason that I chose this background that I've got up, right? Because though you be in the wilderness, the dawn is coming. The sun is rising, or the sun is setting. The sun is setting on some things so that it can rise on some new things. And so you all may find yourself in a place where it's a strange place for you. It's a quiet place for you. You are not finding yourself as vocal and as visible as you normally are. But don't think it's strange. It's not strange. There's a reason. There's a reason for it. And today I want to talk about that. I want to talk about some of the things that God has been showing me that's happening right now so that you guys can be aware. I need you to be aware of what's going on around you. I need you to be aware of what's happening. I need you to be aware because it's in your awareness that you'll be able to move differently. It's in your awareness that you'll be able to understand a little bit better that you're not by yourself. You're not the only one feeling what you're feeling. So you see, many of you may think that you're the only one experiencing what you're experiencing, the only one feeling what you're feeling, but you're not. And so you got to understand that. And how do you understand that? You come to understand that by hearing the voice of others, right? As you hear the voice of others, then it'll help you to understand where you are and what's going on in your life. So today I wanted to just share with you guys, after having been quiet for a few days, what is going on. So let me get into this. In the midst of all that is happening with all that's happening with the Derek Chauvin case and stuff and the verdict and people celebrating and, the people are celebrating. Yay, we got the verdict. That was just a little token. That was a token. I know I hate to burst the bubble of people who think that now all of these cases that come up, they're going to be fixed. They're going to be right. Y'all listen. Oh my goodness. This thing, hold on, y'all. This thing, I don't know why, but for some reason it has my stuff only on friends. Only friends can see. Oh my goodness. Only friends can see this. Hold on, let me see. Lord, I don't know why. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I tell you the enemy is really trying to cap my voice, he's really trying to cap my voice. He really is. I'll have to open this up later, but he's really trying to cap my voice. I can't even see you guys' comments. Now, this is crazy. Now, normally I can see your comments. I can't even see you guys' comments. That's crazy. But anyway, God is doing something, and he's doing something that is going to be exceedingly and abundantly beyond what we could think or ask. So let me talk to you a bit about this, because I want you all to understand. I want you guys to get it. I want you guys to really get clarity on what's happening right now, what God is doing right now, and really understand that when I tell you that God is moving, like he really is real deal moving in some ways, it's going to blow your mind. And I say that because, listen, check this out. With everything that is going on in the world, with everything that is happening right now, this is the best time to be in the place where you are. I know that sounds strange, right? But this is the best time to be in the place where you are, because God is literally shifting things in your favor. He's shifting things in your favor. He's moving things to work on your behalf. Like I'm telling y'all, real deal, this is the season. Now you may say, well, I'm feeling like everything is crazy. I get it. I get it. That's where we are. It feels like everything is crazy. It feels like all hell is breaking loose. It feels like insanity. And you're trying to figure out, why in the world does it look like this? Why does it feel like this? Why is it happening like this? Ashaba. Okay, I got it. Why is it happening like this? Now it'll go out to everybody. See, that's the craziest thing ever. Y'all listen, I'm telling y'all. So why is all of this going on right now? Why? There the comments go. See, y'all, I'm telling y'all. Listen, let me tell y'all something. You better understand that when you have a kingdom assignment, when you have a global assignment, when you have an assignment from the Most High, you're going to encounter obstacles. If you don't encounter obstacles, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Did y'all hear what I said? I said what I said. If you're not encountering any obstacles, you're not doing anything. So for those of you who back up every time you encounter an obstacle, maybe you're not going to be able to make it. You won't be able to finish your assignment. You won't be able to complete your assignment because you'll quit before you're done. You'll quit before you're done. You can't quit before you're done. Listen, I told somebody today, I said, listen, let me tell you something. Like, I'm not playing any games in this season. This is not the season to play games. This is not the season to faint. This is not the season to be weak-minded. This is not the season for that. This ain't that season. It's not that season. So you got to understand that what God is doing right now, he's doing it, and he is doing it supernaturally. And it requires a level of tenacity that some of you are not familiar with. You're so used to quitting when it gets hard. You're so used to backing up when it gets tough. This is not that time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all, you don't have time to do that. I'm telling you what you're going to have to do. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to dig your heels in. And you're going to have to go to work. You're going to have to labor. You're going to have to fight however he tells you to fight. This is why I'm doing the whole Battle Ready series. I didn't understand it. I promise you I didn't. I just do what God says. That's all I do, y'all. I promise you. Listen, it's not mystical. I don't lay on my face before God for 21 days before I find out what I'm going to preach. I don't do that. That's not how I operate. That's not how I move. Listen, I literally hear the voice of God. He says, do this. I say, okay. I might give him some pushback. I'm known for pushback. He knows me for that. Okay. But eventually he knows I'm going to do what he says. Right. So when he told me to do, he started talking to me about these battles. And normally he doesn't tell me what I'm preaching until that day. The day before, though, he started talking to me about battles. He said, go to da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay. He said, now I want you to go to this, and I want you to go to this. I want you to talk about these particular battles, right? I'm like, okay, so I guess he's going to do this thing. No, that's not what he was going to do. Like, he was preparing me for a series, right? Which he normally doesn't do, right? So that lets me know, okay, this is serious. This is, when God got me in a series, this is something serious. This is something he's drilling home. This is something he really needs his people to understand. We are in a war. We're in a war, and it's time to get battle ready. So you guys, those of you who have been sitting thinking the month of April, I'm just going to chill. This is not a chill month. This is a month to prepare for battle. This is a month to prepare for battle. Like literally, God is going to send you the people, the strategies, the tools that you need in order to prepare for battle. This is battle time. This is not time to sit back on your laurels. See, this is why he told me I had to do the fast now. I was like, well, can I just wait? He was like, no. Well, can I just kind of get myself? No. Well, can I wait to? No. Literally, like he was just like, no, do it now. I was like, but I'm not ready. Like, I had to get my mind ready for posting every day on the fast, from getting everything out every morning. And listen, it's been a struggle. Do it anyway. Okay, God. Because you said, I'm just going to do it anyway. You need to be in a place with God where it's because he said. Or because he said place. See, he wants some people who will do it because he said do it. He don't need nobody he got to answer all these questions for. They got to go through 12 confirmations. They got to seek the prophet, the apostle, the evangelist, the teacher, and the pastor before they can move. That's not what he needs right now. He needs people who are willing to move on his word. He said it, you do it. He said it, you talk back, but you do it. He needs some people that are going to do it. That's what he needs. And I'm telling you, if you want to see true change in your life, you're going to have to do some stuff. You're going to have to move some stuff. You're going to have to move your body. You're going to have to move you. You're going to have to move your mindset. You're going to have to move your spirit. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to move your feet. You're going to have to move. It's going to require movement on your part. Now, in the absence of that movement, check this out. In the absence of that movement is stagnation. And the absence of that movement is stagnation. And what you're going to begin to experience is you're going to feel like you're dying in some places. And it'll be because God told you to move and you didn't do it. So then you feel like you're dying. I'm just saying. I'm just telling y'all what the Spirit is saying. Listen, some of you are dying and it's, you committing suicide. It ain't nobody else's fault you dying. You committing suicide. So, you gonna commit suicide, you gonna live. What you gonna do? It's not even that somebody else is killing you. You're killing yourself with your failure to obey God. I tell y'all, if we can get this, I was telling people today, I said, listen, we're in a season where this is the time where your faith will be tested. Your faith is going to be tested. Your determination will be tested. You'll be tempted. And you'll have to decide, do I give into the temptation or do I stand on what I know God said, right? Before every major move, there was a temptation, right? Think about it. I recently went through something yesterday, and this is a small thing, but like it's a temptation, right? And I'm fasting meat, and I went to lunch, and I was told, well, who said you can't eat meat? Who said that? Y'all, what does that sound like? Who said you can't? Are you sure? Are you sure that's what you heard? You sure you can't eat meat? You can eat a little meat. A little meat is not going to hurt you. Who's going to know? Won't nobody know? Won't nobody know? It's just you. Come on. You can eat some meat. I'm fasting meat and margaritas. Meat and margaritas, right? What they order? A margarita. Man, I'm fasting margaritas. Taste it. Just taste it. This is the best margarita I ever had. What that sound like? The garden experience and Jesus when he was coming off his fast, right? After the 40 days of fasting, right? You can't expect to go through things and not experience temptation. You can't expect it. And if you are expecting it, you're deceiving yourself. You got to know that you know that you know what you heard from God, and you got to stand on it. When you can't stand on God's word for you, then you're in trouble. You're in trouble. When you can't stand on God's word for you, you're in trouble, because the enemy will always try to divert you, always try to move you, always try to get you going in another direction or convince you that you didn't really hear what you heard. Oh, you didn't hear that. God didn't say that. That ain't what God said. So you got to know that you know that you know. This month, I'm telling y'all, listen to me. This month is an extremely significant month. I've been saying this. It's an extremely significant month. This month is the month that you need to really hone in and focus on healing. I've been talking to y'all about healing. I've been talking to y'all about really allowing God to mend those broken places in your life and in your heart. I've been talking about that for a minute. I've been telling y'all that I want y'all to understand and to get that God is for real about that thing, that this is not accidental, that this is very deliberate and very intentional. Like literally, God is shifting some things, but it's going to work for your good. It's all going to work for your good. I'm telling y'all, it's all going to work for your good. And you've got to know that it's working for your good. You've got to know that God's got it. You've got to know that like never before. So check this out. as God is doing this, there is a shift that's occurring. There's a shift that's occurring. And in this shift, you listen to me, in this shift, it's going to require you to make some moves and some adjustments that are going to make you uncomfortable. I said what I said. You're going to have to make some moves and some adjustments that are going to make you uncomfortable. Do them anyway. Do them anyway. Move anyway. Go anyway. Do it anyway. It can't be business as usual. Your routine is thrown off. You're trying to figure out why your routine is off. What you normally do is not working. How you normally move is not happening the way that was happening. That's because God is shifting some stuff, and he is trying to get you in a place where you hear his voice and you move on his word. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. And it's up to you to heed the voice of God and do what it is that God tells you to do. It's up to you. You got to do it. You got to make the decision. You got to make the commitment. You've got to do it. But in the absence of that, what you're going to experience, let me tell you what you're going to experience when you do not do that. What you're going to experience is going to feel like suffocation. It's going to feel like someone's suffocating you. Like you're not going to be able to really breathe fully. You won't be able to take deep breaths. You won't be able to relax. You're going to be on edge. You're going to be like, you're going to be antsy, right? Channel that. You listen, I'm telling y'all, you're going to have to channel the anxiousness that you feel. You got to channel all of the stuff that's going on so that you can get in that place where you're really hearing God for real, where you're really hearing the voice of God, where you, okay, God, okay, that's why you said it. Listen, and everything is connected. So I'm in a challenge, a binary options trading challenge, $50 challenge. Okay, I'm in this challenge, and in the challenge, the young man was talking about Hassani. Let me give him credit. He was talking about a spider web, and he was talking about how when a spider web is built, right? When a spider builds a spider web, even though something may get caught in one area of the web, it doesn't change the web, right? The web still exists. And so in the existence of the web, there's a pattern that exists in the web. And when you understand the pattern of the web, then it doesn't matter where you find yourself, you know where you are. Right. And so he was talking about the market, and he was talking about how the market, once you understand the pattern behind the market or the pair or whatever it's doing, then you can follow the pattern. Right. I've talked to you about the seasons of God. The seasons of God. When God is moving in a particular way for a particular reason, right? There are seasons, right? And there's certain things that happen in certain seasons. And when you can discern the season, you can move accordingly. Let me say that again. When you can discern the season, you can move accordingly. This is a season of healing and preparation. See, you got to heal because God is taking you into a battle that you're not going to be able to fight the way you normally fight. You're not going to be able to hide behind the things you normally hide behind. You're not going to be able to do those things. And so in order for you to be able to survive this battle, in order for you to be able to be victorious in this battle, then you've got to come to grips with you. Baby, you got to get right with you. You got to get right. You've got to deal with those broken places that cause you to behave in certain ways that damage other people. You got to deal with those wounds that keep you closed off and not open, right? To love, to possibilities. You got to deal with the fact that you're in bondage in your own mind. You are in bondage in your own mind. You have put yourself in bondage in your mind, right? And you got to get free. You got to do that. You got to do that work. You got to get that together. You got to do it. You got to commit time to it. You got to commit energy to it. And you got to pull back so that you have the emotional and spiritual resources in which to do it. It's healing time. I'm talking about permanent healing. I'm not talking about the stuff that you've done in the past. I know you say, with Dr. V, I've done this in the past and da-da-da-da-da-da. This is root work. Pulling it up from the root. Allowing God to really mend the broken places, to take them to put them together, to create a mosaic, to create a stained glass window from all the shattered pieces of your life, to really allow God to do those things, because I'm telling you, God is trying to do them and you're not cooperating with him. But you got to cooperate, which means that you got to give him the resources, the emotional resources, you got to reserve some stuff. You can't pour everything out. You got to reserve some stuff so that you got the resources you need to heal. Healing is draining work. It can drain you. You may find yourself tired, sluggish, sleepy. You may be sleeping more than you normally do. That's because God is doing some healing work. And you need rest. Your mind needs to rest. Your body needs to rest. Your spirit needs to rest. You need rest. I've had to change my schedule up. Normally I trade at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I told him today, I said, I can't do it this week. I can't. God is doing something. I can't explain it, but God is doing something. I can't do it. My normal routine is not normal. Like, it's not. I can't do anything like just the normal way that I normally do it. It's not working. So I know that God is doing something. I know that God is doing something. And what I'm trying to do is let you know that God is doing something. And what he's doing is for your good. But your routine is going to be out the window. What you normally do is not going to work in this season. How you normally move, you're not going to be able to move like that. This is different. It's new. Absolutely, Allison. I'm telling you. That's why I'm saying this, because y'all are thinking you're the only one and you're thinking something's wrong with you. No, it's not something wrong with you. It's something right with you. You're in sync with what's going on in the universe. This is atmospheric. This is beyond you and just a few. This is universal. In the universe, this is going on. God is shifting. God is shifting. And so when you're in the shift, you can't be surprised that things aren't happening the way they normally happen. And you got to give yourself permission not to do what you normally do because you're in a shift. So as you're in this shift and as you're going through this, as you're taking this walk, as you're on this journey, I need you all to understand. I need you to understand what's going on. I need you to understand where you are. I need you to understand that, because in understanding that, it's going to help you. It's going to help you to navigate, because this is a season of navigation. So what do you need now? You need to pull out your GPS. You need to pull out your GPS. What is your GPS? Your God protection system. Your God protection system. It's going to guide you and it's going to protect you in this season. So as you pull out your GPS and your GPS is directing you and it says, turn left here. And then it said, rerouting. And you're trying to figure out, well, wait a minute. You told me to turn left. I turned left and now you're rerouting me. What's going on? It don't make sense to you, but there's something that God is doing. Follow his lead. This is the time to play follow the leader with God. Follow his lead. Wherever he leads you, what the song say, where you lead me, I will follow. Because there's something that he's doing. So check this out. I know that, wow. I know that y'all hear me talking about Pastor Mike Jr. all the time. Y'all hear me talking about Pastor Mike, his music, right? In this season, there's a sound. There's a sound. Every season, there's a sound, right? And he's got that sound. That sound that is a clarion call. That sound that is like the trumpet blowing. That sound that is shifting things, right? And so I was thinking about it. I said, well, every Sunday, when I preach, I play Pastor Mike, So last week, I was going to try to play some other people. And we couldn't get the music to work. A lot of stuff didn't work last week, right? And I believe part of that was because I was trying to do something that was not what God wanted me to do. Because I wanted to switch it up. But God didn't say switch it up. I just wanted to switch it up. I said, well, let me switch it up, because I know people are thinking she only plays Pastor Mike Jr.'s music. There's a reason that I'm playing that music, and it's for that sound. That sound does something. It sets the atmosphere. It shifts the atmosphere. That sound. I'm telling you, it's that sound. Like that sound. Do what God says unapologetically. And know that what he's doing in this season, he's doing it for you and not to you. He's doing it for you and not to you. So listen, right now, I want to go ahead and I'm going to open up. And for those of you who want an individual prophetic word, I'll release whatever word it is that God gives me for you. For those of you who want an individual word, just comment 1 in the comments, put a 1 in the comments, and I'll give you whatever word God gives me to give to you. I will release that word to you. Put a 1 in the comments, for your individual prophetic word, and I'll release that. Okay. All right. Terrence, don't be surprised by the shift. It's necessary. It's necessary. The shift is necessary. The shift is necessary. There are times when the shift is what is needed in order to shake you up, get your mind moving a little differently. Okay. So he'll shift things. He'll shift relationships. He'll shift location. He'll shift a lot of stuff in your life. But there's a reason that he's shifting it. He's shifting it to move you to a place that he's taking you to. Don't despise the shift. Yeah. Think it not strange that you're shifting. Okay. Artesia. Everything that's going on in your life is that shift. Like you're like smack dab in the middle of the shift, smack dab in the middle. And how you navigate the shift, God is looking at that. God is watching to see how you're going to handle the shift. And what I hear him say is, well done. I hear him saying, well done, well done, well done. So keep navigating the shift, keep making the shift, keep listening to the voice of God, keep obeying God no matter what. Keep in that vein. And it's in that vein that you're going to find your freedom. You're going to find your liberation. You're going to find what it is that you are looking for, that place of healing. Keep moving in the shift and watch what God does. Stacy, again, you're shifting. Like everybody on here is shifting. There are shifts that are happening in all of your lives. And you got to know that that's God. It's not accidental. It's not coincidental. It's none of that. All of it is God. And the shift is for you. It's for your good. It is to move you. And God told me to tell you, change your picture. It's time to change your picture. It's time to change your picture. See, he says that all things have passed away and all things have become new. He said it's time for the new to show up. That's a part of the shift. So just shift. You doing what you need to do. Just keep doing that and know that God's got you in the midst of your shift. Eileen, listen, everything that's happening in your life right now is happening for you and not to you. It's happening for you, for your good, for his glory, for your family. It's happening for you and not to you. So embrace the journey. It is in the journey. It is in the journey that you discover your strength. It is in the journey that you discover your fortitude and your determination. It is in the journey that you do that. Do what you got to do. Do what God says. Obey him. Obey him to a fault. You hear the voice of God, act on what he says. Do what he says do. Like, I'm telling you, God is moving. Move with him and watch what happens as you do. He's shifting things. Yes, Artesia, you got to engage in active listening, especially with God. Allison, listen, he's shifting you. He's shifting you. Listen, you had gotten comfortable. You had gotten complacent. He's, oh, no. I got to shake it up. I got to shake it up. I got to shift you. I got to move you. I got to get you. I got to rattle you up so that you can do what I tell you to do. God has been giving you instructions. In fact, I hear him saying that a month ago, he told you to do something and you didn't do it. A month ago. I don't know what he told you to do, but he told you to do something and you didn't do it. What you didn't do, girl? What you didn't do? Because there's something you didn't do. What you didn't do? Whatever that is, do it. Do it. He's waiting on you to do it. And it's going to open up some stuff for you. It's going to open up some stuff for you because, see, God don't just tell us to do stuff for no reason. It's always a reason, and we can't always see it. And we sometimes think that, oh, well, it won't matter if I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can use anybody, but he ain't trying to use anybody. He's trying to use you. Do what God said. What he told you to do, girl. I'm just saying. Do what he told you to do. Yes, Stacy. Yes. I'm telling y'all, you're welcome. Listen, this is what this is about. See, God is looking for some people who will listen and obey. Everybody won't listen and everybody won't obey, and everybody won't listen and obey. But for those who will, oh, there's a blessing. There's a blessing that God has for you. And it's just a matter of you really positioning yourself to tap into that. You got to position yourself to really tap into that. So the $1 million question is, are you going to do what God said? Or are you more concerned about, man, what you going to do? You. I ain't worried about everybody else. I'm talking about you. And see, that's the thing. We be worried about everybody and their mama. We be talking about what this person need to do and that person need to do, and you need to do this. And have you thought about this? Maybe you should do this. What do you need to do? I need you to focus on you right now. I need you to focus on you right now. So sometimes as we are helping others and we're taking care of others, we're not necessarily taking care of ourselves the way we need to take care of ourselves. That's why I had to shut some stuff down this week. I had to shut it down because I got to take care of me. It's some things that God is trying to get to me, and I won't hear him clearly if I'm consumed with some other stuff. So he said, I need you to reduce down. This week, I need you to reduce down. So if you don't see me every day, don't freak out. I ain't gone. But it's some stuff I got to do. But when I come on, know that I got a word. Know that it's not. If you want to stay in touch with the fast and what's going on the day to day, you get in the group. Forward Focus 21 days to set, focus, and propel you into destiny. Join the group. I dropped the link for the day in the group. Join the group. Get the book. I just got a shipment of books in. Get the book. While you're waiting for the physical copy to come, you can get the ebook. Get the book. Let me know you want the book. I'm telling y'all, God is not, it's not business as usual. It's not business as usual. And because it's not business as usual, some people are going to be confused, confounded, and stuck. Confused, confounded, and stuck. But that's not what he's trying to do. He's just trying to move you and position you so that you can get to those things that he has already promised you. The promises of God are yea and amen, which means yes and let it be so. So he's working on it. But you got to take an individual journey. For those of you who are married, each spouse is going to be taking a journey. Now, whether or not each of you take the journey and do what God says may determine whether you stay together. God needs us to be able to move through this thing individually and collectively. But if your spouse becomes your God, he'll remove them. Okay, Stacy. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm trying to keep it simple as possible. In fact, if you need the book, listen, let me tell you how you can get the book. This is what I need y'all to do. Hold on, let me just put it up here. If you need the book, it's $5 for shipping. If you need the book, go ahead and either Cash App or PayPal me $25 and I'll get the book out to you today. Let me put it up here. Let me edit this. I'm going to put it on the bottom. Send me $25 and your address. $25 and your address. and I'll get you the book out to you. Stacey, I can send both things to you. So God wants to know, what are you going to do? He needs us to be able to function individually. He needs to know that we can do this on our own. Individually, but not alone. On your own, but not alone. Absolutely, Artesia. I'm telling you. Look, I can't make this stuff up. When I tell you, for the past few days, I've been in bed at 7 o'clock. I've been in bed about 7 o'clock, 6, 7. I'm taking a nap. I might wake up. I would wake up to do the thing, but I was in the bed. I had a nap. All this week I've had a nap. I've had to take a nap. I've been in the bed early. I just been tired, unusually, and I haven't worked out. So it's not like I'm tired from work. It's a different kind of tired. It's a different kind of thing. And that's what I need y'all to understand. This thing that God is doing is different. There is it's a renewing. That's what I'm going to call it, a renewing. It's a renewing, like he's renewing our minds. He's renewing our hearts, our bodies, our spirits. He's renewing us. And it requires us to be still. See, when the word says be still and know that I'm God, it means rest in me. Rest in me. He wants us to rest in him. And as we rest in him, then we allow him to do the work that he desires to do in us. So I want you all to know that it's not an accident. You're not alone in feeling what you feel, feeling disconnected, feeling like you're by yourself. Like you're not alone in feeling that. This is a season where God is isolating. He's isolating his people. He's isolating so that he can do individual work, so that we can come together. And do you understand the power of that? When God does that individual work in you, and then he brings us together and you realize that you all on the same page, like nobody could do that but God. That's when you know nobody but God. Nobody but God could do this. And so don't fight the process, embrace the process, and know that it is for you and not to you. Things are happening for you and not to you. Understand that. Things are happening for you and not to you. When you get that, then God is going to be able to really maneuver you in a way that's going to transform your very existence. I didn't say your life. I'm talking about your existence, how you exist in this world. How you exist in this world. It's going to transform it. It's going to show up differently. Yeah. You're welcome, Allison. Yeah, I'm telling you. See, that's why I've been quiet, but I had to come on today to let y'all know you're not crazy. You're not crazy. What you're feeling that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on right now. You need to know that's what's going on right now. So take the journey, embrace the journey. You know, it's a necessary part of it. It's a necessary part of it. Like I feel this whole shifting that's happened, and it's one that is. It's one that's going to result in some major changes in some people's lives. It's going to be some major changes. So I need you to get your resilience level up. And what I need you to also avoid doing is saying things like, if this happened, I would die. Or I wouldn't be able to survive this. Or I wouldn't be able to survive that. Don't. This is not the season to let those kinds of words come out of your mouth. So just know there's going to be changes in your life. Not all of them are going to feel good. Not all of them will feel good, but all of them are necessary. And I think that's the best way that I can say that. So I need you to understand that there will be some things that you do not like that happen. They are necessary. So don't stop living. Don't stop doing what God said because some things happen that you didn't want to happen. Everything that happens, God must allow. Nothing happens without God knowing it. God knows everything. He knows the end from the beginning. He knows everything that's going to happen. Everything. So I'm telling you guys, just prepare. Just prepare. Just prepare. I know that God's got you in the midst of everything and anything that happens. But you got to get your resilience up. Get your resilience up. Mm. There's a song by Pastor Mike. It's called the Freedom Chant. And this song really kind of addresses where we are right now. And I'm going to play some of it. I know Facebook will act a little stank, but it'll be all right. It'll mute out on the replay. But you'll be able to go to it on YouTube and get it. But I feel compelled to share this. And there's a reason, y'all. Listen, just know that when I do things, when I say things, there's always a reason why I say it, or there's a reason why I say it the way I say it, or there's a reason. All of it. I can't always say everything I see, but I can give you guys what I'm released to give you. Can't always say everything I see, but I can give you what I'm released to give you. And that's what I'm trying to do in a way that allows you to get what you need, but also keeps me compliant with God. And that's my biggest concern. I love y'all, but I love God more. And so I want to make sure that I stay compliant with him. And that means that sometimes I can't do what I'd like to do or say what I'd like to say, because God won't release me to do so. Let me see. I'm going to have to pull this up over here. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear it. Y'all will be able to let me know if y'all can hear it or not. Let me get it. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. let it go. I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. Everything that tried to bring me down. I let it go. Weight of my mistakes. I let it go. I let it go. The pain of my past. I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. I'm free. I'm free. I'm healed. I'm healed. Delivered. Delivered. I let it go. I let it go. All things. All things are behind me. Are behind me. I'm free. Yeah. I'm free. Yeah. I let it go. I let it go. Come on, sing it. I let it go. I let it go. All my chains are broken. I let it go. I let it go. I am much better now that I'm free. I let it go. Now the past no longer holds me. Yeah. I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. I'll never be the same again. Yes, God. Now that my past is over, all things have passed away, and I'll never be the same. If you're tired of cycles, you need to declare. I'll never be the same again. Now that my past is over, all things have passed away. I'll never be the same. I've been set free. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sick of cycles. I'm sick of going around and around and around and around and around and around. No more. Like, this is the season where you get the opportunity to break those cycles permanently. Just because it's been the cycle doesn't mean that it has to continue to be. Like, literally, you gotta let some stuff go. You gotta stop some cycles in their track. You gotta be the one to break the generational curses. You gotta be the one that says no more. You gotta be the one that says poverty is not my portion. You gotta be the one that says, I don't want to just be religious, but I want relationship, God. You gotta do that. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. And when you understand that, you gotta be able to open your mouth. You gotta open your mouth. You gotta say it out of your mouth. I've been delivered. I've been set free. My past is over. It's over. You can't throw it up in my face and cause me to feel no type of way, because I've been delivered. I've been set free. Past gone. It's over. So if you wanted the old Dr. V, you should have caught me last week. You should have caught me last month. Because this Dr. V is a different person. It's stuff that I've let go. It's stuff that I've had to just say, I'm through with that. I'm done. It's over. I won't be stuck. I won't be caught in the trap of the cycles. No, God has given me freedom. It is my portion. I'll never be the same again. Now that my past is over, all things have passed away. I'll never be the same. Why, God? Because I give it all to you. I
give it all to you.
I give it all to you.
Give it all to you.
I lay it at your feet. I let it go. Some of you, God is waiting for you to lay some stuff at his feet. You said you let it go, but you haven't really give it to him. Lay it at his feet and let him handle it. Stop trying to pick it up. Stop you trying to fix it. You stop. Stop. Let the healing work in you begin so that you can be the light of healing and the example of healing for other people. When people tell me, Dr. V, you're glowing. You're glowing. You're glowing. And I look, I'll be like, dog, I am glowing. But it's the glory. It's the glory. It's the glory of God that's resting on my life. Like he's doing something inside of me. It's a new thing. It's a new thing. And he's taking me from glory to glory to glory. The glow ought to continue. You ought to see a glow up. You ought to see a glow up because he's taking me from glory to glory. You all listen, if you want to join us on the fast, send $25 Cash App to $ Dr. V Walters, or that should just be paypal.me/Dr. V Walters to get your copy of the book. I'll get those out in the mail today and you'll get the ebook today. So I need your email address and your mailing address. So send those things to me. You can send them to me in a private message, but we'll get the book out to you. Listen, know that God loves you and so do I. There's so much more that he wants to do for us if we would just allow him to do it. And I'm telling you, if you will do that, God will show up in some ways that will blow your mind. But he's waiting on you. Listen, you guys, know that I absolutely love you guys to life and life more abundant. And I declare and decree that everything your hands touch will prosper, and every place your feet tread, God has given you dominion, that your worst days are behind you and your best days are ahead of you, that everything that God has spoken over your life will, shall, and must come to pass, because his word will not return to him void, but it shall, it will, and it must accomplish everything that it is sent forth to accomplish. I declare his blessings on your life. And I love you for life. I love you to life and life more abundant. Y'all be blessed. Mwah.